You believe will be successful? Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. The toss out to Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Defense.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Let's go, Tyler. Let's go right here now. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, Barkley, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Here's Johnson, operating from the gun. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw. Johnson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Returning is Peppers.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Jones now throwing to start the drive. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're
looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Kill. Back. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try for Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Dixon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now on first, Dixon again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Johnson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. He's got Smith here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. O'Shane Ximines just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
31's the mic. Let's go, let's go.
Johnson now operating from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Undercut. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the catch made by Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And Diggs has it. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready? 8, read. In your face. Ready?
On the toss play, this is Dixon. Great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house.
Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah. Squeeze.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this one complete to Smith. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Now Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. 5.
Now Jones operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Wahoo, defense.
Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance at that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
5. On the ball. 2.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
First and 10 at the 30.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Running out of the gun with Dixon. And an alley to run. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The struggle of football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's just me and you.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Got it.
Mike 57. Cut. Watch the twist.
Five.
From the gun, Johnson. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Johnson throwing on 4th down. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Dixon. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Giants' 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Big rip.
Back to throw. Johnson lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
31. Vikings 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. 2nd and 4. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check, check.
Let's go.
Johnson now throwing after the interception. Complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Johnson to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They were looking for Johnson that time. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready? 30 base.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You don't want that.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 6-6, pull it high.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
On 4th down, Jones. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Mike's 5-4. Wants to run. They're running.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that